Spicy Fabre searched through the encyclopedia in his mind. His eyes remained closed as he flipped through the pages again and again, desperately looking for the answer. Finally he found it. Found it, he muttered. Shaking off the grim thoughts, he turned to the two men and said, "Yes, if it's a large centipede, I think I know where it might be." "Oh, where do you think it could be?" "Yes, where is it?" Their anxious expressions made it clear they wanted an immediate answer. But before revealing anything, Spicy decided to ask about the areas they had already searched. He needed to confirm if they had overlooked the place he had in mind. "Could you tell me which areas you've searched and when?" The older man exchanged glances with the younger one before nodding. "We've searched the northern and eastern regions over the past few days, mostly during the daytime. The north is mainly along the riverbanks." Spicy thought for a moment. If the northern area was near the river and the eastern area was a jungle, it was no wonder they had been searching in vain for days. "In that case, it's only natural that you haven't found it," he said. "What? Natural? Why is that? Is there a reason?" There were dozens of reasons he could give, but he opted for a simple explanation. Centipedes were fascinating creatures. They belonged to the phylum Arthropoda, class Chilopoda, and were part of the myriapod group. As cold-blooded animals, they had unique habits. They claimed specific territories and required proper shelters. Most insects had smooth, water-resistant exoskeletons that allowed water droplets to slide off. However, centipedes had weaker water resistance and tiny, breathing pores on their exoskeletons, making them dislike overly wet areas. While they needed high humidity, too much moisture was harmful. At the same time, they couldn't survive long in overly dry environments either. This made them unique, but it also meant that large centipedes would avoid riverbanks or jungles, where there was little suitable shelter. So, centipedes don't prefer rotten logs or similar places. The older man's tone suggested he found this hard to grasp. Some smaller centipedes might be found there. "But didn't you say you were looking for a large centipede?" Centipedes do like humid environments, but too much moisture is harmful to them. Moreover, large centipedes prefer places where they can hide their bodies. Dense jungles with fallen logs or small river rocks aren't suitable since they lack proper cover. "I see, so where do you think it might be?" "If we find the blue-spotted centipede in the place you suggest, I'll make sure you're generously rewarded." Their eager expressions showed they now believed in Spicy Fabre's explanation. He pointed toward the west and confidently replied, "You should search the rocky mountain to the west. Centipedes typically rest under sun-warmed rocks during the day and venture out at night. That's where they would most likely be." The crimson sunset burned fiercely, just as the heart of Tang Cheolsun, head of the Sichuan Tang clan and the heavenly poison scholar, was consumed with worry. Another day was coming to an end. "Clan leader, could it be that the young man's words were mistaken?" The cautious question from the Venom Blood Squad leader made Tang Cheolsun glance at him quietly. "Let's stop for today. Eat dinner and send a signal to my father's group." "Understood, clan leader." "Whistle!" As per his command, a signal arrow shot into the air, and the warriors laid their tired bodies on the mountain's mid-slopes. I'm dead tired." "Finally we can rest. I hope that young man was right." "Why can't we find that damned centipede?" "I know, right?" The young man seemed sharp enough, though. Tang Cheolsun's daughter, Tang Huayun, was regarded as one of the most exceptional talents in the Tang clan's history. Has heaven truly forsaken my Huayun, the greatest talent in the Tang clan's history? After confirming the signal, the rest of the warriors and Tang Museong joined Tang Cheolsun's group. "Nothing today either?" Tang Museong asked with a pained expression. "No, father. Did you find anything on your side?" "No," though their faces revealed the truth. The father and son exchanged meaningless questions, desperate for hope. Tang Huayun had only 3 months left at best. With travel time accounted for, they had just 10 days to find the centipede, adding to their growing desperation. "Father, what if we search the southern area tomorrow? Since we've found nothing so far, perhaps changing our search area?" Tang Cheol-san cautiously suggested shifting their focus to the south, where they hadn't searched yet. Nothing, no traces at all. But just as Tang Museong shook his head in response, his voice suddenly rose with excitement. "Wait, nothing. Could it be?" His voice trembled with realization. "What is it, father? Did you sense something?" "No, I didn't sense or find anything." Tang Cheol-san frowned at the unexpected response, but Tang Museong continued with fervor. "That's exactly it. Think carefully. What have we found in this mountain over the past 3 days? Nothing. No traces, no droppings, not even bird feathers. Wait, a thought struck Tang Cheolsun like lightning. Exactly. How could such a vast rocky mountain show no signs of life? Not even a trace of mice or deer? A territorial animal, the family head murmured. Yes, they all fled, or became food for the centipede. the old man added. The blue-spotted centipede is definitely here. Now we can save Huan. The family head finally exhaled in relief. As if to confirm their realization, the ground suddenly trembled. Oh, what is that? What on earth is happening? Help! What's going on? The flat rock where the warriors had lit their fire shook violently, then was suddenly flung aside, revealing a dark hole. Look. Crash! Boom! A chilling sound echoed from the opening. Shh! Under the dim moonlight, something began to emerge. A massive body covered in countless writhing legs. Its back shimmered ominously, its vivid blue spots glowing under the moonlight. It was the blue-spotted centipede, just as described in the secret compendium of venomous creatures. Tang Cholson's voice rang out sharp and urgent. Everyone, stay on guard! It's the blue-spotted centipede! On this full moon night, as he sat in his house, a distant noise caught his attention. They probably found it, he muttered. What a mess. Just how big is it to make this much noise? He sighed, shaking his head. I told them to look for it, but they're practically turning the whole mountain upside down. A centipede big enough to swallow him whole. I really want to see it.